Hello, welcome everyone. In this video, we're gonna demonstrate the answers. We're gonna answer the questions for Starfish case, part 3. Okay, so part 3, center and spread of healthcare spending. So the question says, continue analyzing the experimental program, so the experiment data sheets. Stop loss insurance is coverage that helps protect the employer from having to bear the cost of catastrophically large claims by reimbursing the employer for any individual's claims that exceed a threshold. Starfish Resorts has purchased a stop-loss insurance plan that covers any healthcare costs an individual incurs beyond $20,000. Using the experiment data sheet, create another variable named employer costs that is equal to the healthcare costs for each individual, or the stop-loss amount, whichever is smaller. So we're going to do a minimum between the stop-loss amount, which is $20,000. So meaning between $20,000 and the cost. That's going to be called employer cost. So let's create that. Let's go to the Starfish data, and we're going to go to experiment data sheets, and let's make a duplicate of it. Right click, move or copy, create a copy, and then move to the end. Okay. And I'm going to call this experiment data part 3. This we're answering questions part 3. And then we're going to create a new variable. Let's see what was the name of it. Employer costs. Let's call it employer costs. And it's going to be the minimum between the health spending and $2,000. So equals min 2,000, actually 20,000, comma, and then the health costs. T2, close parenthesis, enter. And then I'm going to double click here to get it for everyone. Alright, so that's this part. Let's keep going. Question 1. Is healthcare spending driven by a few people with extremely high medical costs or many people with moderate medical costs? Hint, visualizing the distribution of spending can help with answering this question. Create a histogram of total health spending with at least 10 bins. Okay, so let's do a histogram of total health spending. A little trick to make my histogram appear instead of at the bottom. I'm going to go to the bottom of the data and select starting from the bottom. So I'm going to go in anywhere in column C and click on Control down to go to the end. And then I'm going to do from the end, select that, the last data, and then do Control Shift up. But then I don't want the title, so I'm good. Then I'm going to go to Insert, Recommended Charts, All Charts, and then Histogram. Okay. So let's give it a title, and then we have to reformat. So this is the distribution of total health spending. Now I want to do an overflow because it looks like there are a lot of outliers here. So I'm gonna make anything that's greater than like suggested here. Anything that's greater than 20,000, we're gonna make it in an overflow bin. So it's not said here, but something we can do. So I'm gonna click here where I can select the x-axis like this, and then for my axis. And now this overflow bin, I'm gonna say put in it anything that's greater than 20,000. And here I have 10 bins. and the numbers seem okay. I can do my bins, like my intervals by 2000. So I can go here, bin width, and then 2000. Enter. Okay, seems good. That's the first question. And so to answer the question, is health spending driven by few people with extremely high medical costs or many people with moderate medical costs? Well, it looks like the majority of people have a very low spending amount, less than 2000. But there is also a group of people with a very high spending cost over 20,000. Okay, next question. Is the distribution of health spending symmetric, left skewed or right skewed? Is it bell shaped, normal distribution, or something else? Well, it looks like right skewed. Okay, it looks here that it's right skewed. Okay, question 3. What number represents the expected amount of employer costs an employer should expect to spend per person? So that would be the mean of employer costs. So let's do that. Mean of employer costs equals average of this. Control Shift down, close parenthesis. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, that's it. So that's the average, because the employer is not gonna pay more because the employer purchased that insurance. So the cost of the employer will be maximum 20,000. So the expected amount is the average of all those amounts. And next question. Question 4. What number represents the amount of healthcare a typical individual should expect to incur? So since it says here typical, that means we should ignore the outliers. So the measure here that doesn't get affected by outliers is the median. So for here, for this question, we're gonna get the median. So median of employer costs. Equals median. And then this, Control Shift down, close parenthesis, enter. So this is the amount, 1,418. Let's put the formulas here. And this one. All right, now next question, last question. What is the range of healthcare costs for the middle 50% of population? So middle 50%, what does that mean? We know that usually any distribution, we can, the total area under the curve is 100%. The middle, that's Q2. Then if we do half of the first half is Q1, and half of the second half is Q3. So less than Q1, that's 25% of the total. Between Q1 and Q2, that's 25%. Between Q2 and Q3, that's 25%. And between Q3 and maximum is 25%. So the middle 50% is between Q1 and Q3. And that's actually Q3 minus Q1 is the IQR. So this question is actually asking us about the interquartile range, which is Q3 minus Q1. So if we look at the question again, what is the range of healthcare costs for the middle 50%? You just do Q3 minus Q1. So let's do that. The IQR. So I put equals quartile then select the data by your cost, comma 3 minus quartile. Again, select the data, comma 1, close bracket. So this is the IQR. That's the answer for this last question. Let's put that here, copy the formula, and that's it with part 3. Thank you.